I'm Steve Foskett, and this is Worcester By Bike. Good morning and welcome to episode 15 of Worcester By Bike. Today we're headed up to Boynton Park. We're going to do a short little episode up there. It's the last of the big burly parks in the city that we're exploring. It's the second largest park in the city actually, but it actually isn't in the city. We'll talk about that and a couple other things. Come along. So I'm no climbing expert on the bike, obviously. Just did George Street on Sunday though. I like hills. You gotta kind of learn to love them if you ride a bike around here. But finished like 52nd out of 100. The George Street Challenge. It was fun. It's a great time, great experience. I was sort of towards the bottom of my age group, which was unfortunate. But I think the key to hills is just pacing yourself. Just keep pedaling. Find a good gear that's not too easy, not too hard. Just keep going. Airport Hill is sort of a long slog. It's not particularly steep until you get to the other side, but then you're going down and it's fun. But don't be afraid of it. It's a nice little challenge. It'll pop us out sort of close to Boynton Park. Remember that late 19th century, early 20th century period? The city was rapidly expanding, as well as the city park system. So around that time, Charles D. Boynton of Paxton, he deeded, or he willed the land that would become Boynton Park to the city for use by residents of Worcester and Paxton. Initially, the city didn't really want it. They felt like it was too far away. The rail line only went up to a couple hundred yards short of the park, but they ended up making a wise choice of accepting it as a city park. So most of the park is in Paxton. A little sliver of it is in Worcester, but it is a city park, which is not that confusing, but it's kind of cool. Now, Boynton Park is probably most well known as the city's de facto dog park before the city adopted sort of a broader plan, built a bunch of them across the city. Boynton Park was always known as the place you could come, take your dog off leash, let it run around. There's a big baseball field down there. But it wasn't without controversy. There was some clash between the dog owners and the city, and there was some confrontation because at the time there was a city ordinance that said that you couldn't have dogs in city parks, which they've since sort of gotten rid of. But today, we're gonna kind of go along the back way. We're up in the Paxton entrance. The dogs, people usually take their dogs to, the Worcester entrance, the Mower Street entrance. We're gonna kind of go in the back, explore some of the little forgotten corners. Come along. So if you're a pretty sophisticated mountain biker, you'd probably be okay. There's a lot of rocks and roots. It doesn't say no biking anywhere, in the entrances to the park. But, I think it's more of a hiking park than it is a biking park. But I'm sure people do rip through here. Just give way to pedestrians, give them the right of way. But it's pretty rocky and rooty, so, it'd be tough going on a road bike like I have. A little bit of underbiking, I guess you'd call it today. Down onto the main road, the main sort of like park road, no cars. So to my right, you've got the Cascades. That's Greater Worcester Land Trust property. It's beautiful. It's really sort of seamless with Boynton Park. It's hard to tell. Well, I mean, basically on that side of the road, Cascades, this side of the road, Boynton Park. Until you get up here, then you're in Holden as well, I think. It's a little confusing, but great place to go. I love to come here in the winter a lot. Great snowshoeing, hiking, that kind of stuff. It's fun. So thanks for joining us, episode 15, Worcester By Bike. We're back in the middle of the woods. It's fun. Boynton Park, check it out. But don't restrict yourself to Boynton Park either. Go to the Cascades, the two big properties there. Beautiful. They sort of have hiking for don't know, all abilities too. There's shorter loops, longer loops, hillier loops, flatter loops. Same thing with Boynton Park. Come by, enjoy it, keep riding that bike. Thanks for joining us. I gotta catch my breath. Take it easy.